The Euros is coming, which means all the European nations have refreshed their kits for the upcoming tournament, sparking conversation across the continent. But it got me thinking about a different question. What's every country's best ever kit? Let's look into it. Yeah, if you know me, you know I love a retro kit, so I thought, looking forward to the Euros, I'm getting really excited for it. I thought, why not look at some of the best kits that Europe has to offer? I'm going to try hit most of the bigger nations from Europe. There's loads of countries in Europe, loads of clubs that represent their countries, so I'm just going to stick to some of the big ones in this video, but it's going to be a long one, so make sure you grab a snack and let's jump straight into it. Let's start with the upcoming host, shall we? Germany. This one feels a little too easy, doesn't it? Is this too easy? Is it too easy just to say the 1990 home shirt? I feel like this has to be Germany's best ever kit. This is almost the linchpin for football kit design. It feels like it all started here. Many kit collectors saw this kit and made, that leap into kit collecting. But even at the time, it was just a huge standout. That Germany flag colour across the front in that iconic geometric colourway. And the fact that they won Italia 90 wearing this as well, an iconic tournament. It all comes together. This has to be Germany's best ever kit. Aye, laddie, we got Scotland up next. Straight up pissing off all of Scotland. Great, good start. But let's look at Scotland's best ever kit. A few honourable mentions for me have to go to the 2023 anniversary kit. That was cool. And also that 92 away shirt with the funky purple patterns. But that being said, my favourite Scotland kit ever has to be the 1994 home shirt. It has tartan in the base. Of course it has to be Scotland's best. But also the Umbro accents across the whole kit, especially in the sleeve. Wow, too good. Up next we got Hungary, and this was a little bit of a difficult one for me because Hungary are one of those nations that just kind of get the template treatment every year, getting a new template of whatever sponsor they have. So you're kind of looking at what's the best template they've ever had. So I went really far back. I went to the 95 away shirt for this pick. A bit rogue, but hear me out. Doing some research, this was one of Hungary's best ever periods, coming runners up in the World Cup a couple times. Obviously having one of the best ever players playing for them, Puskás. So with that in mind, I went for the 94 away with all that history behind it, but also the shirt itself is quite nice. White base, Hungary flag coming across the front, and the centralised crest. It's pretty clean, it's decent, and represents a great time for Hungary. Up next we got Italy. Oh my god, Italy, one of my favourite places ever, but also one of the best looking leagues ever, and an Italy national team have some of the best kits ever. You talk about the 94 beautiful triangle kit, you even look at some of the modern ones, the Renaissance 2019 shirt, but none of them compare to the 1995 home shirt. This shirt for me is the best Italy shirt. Full stop. I feel like I mentioned this shirt hundreds of times on the Retro Football Kits channel. I even got to wear it a few times as we had it in stock, and one of my biggest regrets in life is not robbing that shirt because I just love it so much. It will be in my collection eventually, that's for sure. The shirt features a nice zigzag shiny pattern on the base that actually represents the pavements of Italy, which is wild. But there's also 3 stars on there, homaging the World Cup wins. And on top of that, you got classics like the polo collar, the flag colour in the sleeve, little star thing in the sleeve as well. It's just got everything I love. Like I said, this will make it into my collection someday. Up next we got Switzerland, and with Switzerland it just kind of makes sense to have the Alps as your inspiration, right? And not enough Switzerland kits actually do this, but one did, and it was the 2020 away shirt, and I like this. It's clean, it's simple design, but they've got that multicolored triangle base pattern that represents the mountains, and it just works. It's nice and it works, and I think that, all that comes together. Heading over to Spain next. Now, of course, you've got some of the 90s templates that all look amazing. And, of course, you've got that dominant period for Spain when they won the Euros, the World Cup, the Euros, back to back to back. But those kits are a little bit boring to me. If you go to a tournament just one before the 2006 World Cup, Italy had a perfect kit then. Again, a quite simple kit. It's got thin orange pinstripes on the red base, and the Adidas template that year had, the curved lines and the Adidas stripes and the centralised badge. So yeah, again, nothing too crazy, but for me, just a perfect Spain kit. Up next we got Croatia. For me, there was only ever going to be one winner, and it's the 1998 away shirt. It is an absolute masterpiece. Everything I personally love in football kits, this shirt has. It has a polo collar that also features a matching sleeve cuff pattern using the country's flag colours. The shirt also uses those flag colours to break up the main design from the blue to the iconic checkerboard of Croatia, and the base has a repeated shiny badge pattern across the whole kit and centralised badges. Oh my god, come on, this kit is perfection in my opinion. Right, let's talk Greece up next. For me, Greece have probably one of the best flags in Europe, really unique to them. You see a lot of tricolour flags or whatnot. They have such a unique flag, and I feel like when you're going to talk about design, you have to lean into that, surely. but you never really see them do that, which is a bit of a shame. But in 2023, Nike brought this kit out. Now, I know this is actually just a Nike template. I'm pretty sure a few clubs had this. I'm pretty sure Birmingham City had this, so it's not unique to Greece. But it actually does look like their flag, you know, the cross pattern or using all the lines and stuff. It looks like their flag, so I'm going to take it. I think this really does work as a Greece kit, so maybe a happy accident, but we'll take it. Next, we got Denmark, and throughout Denmark's history, they've bounced from Hummel to Adidas and back to Hummel. Now, they need to stick with Hummel because not only are they a Denmark-based brand, but also they have pulled out special kits for them. Especially recently, there's been some beautiful ones. But when you talk about the best, you can't really look past 1992. In the summer of 1992, these Denmark players were probably on their way to their holidays. They've booked out their beach resorts. They're loving life. But they get the call. They have to go to the Euros because of the breakup of Yugoslavia. So the very last minute, Denmark stepped into the competition. And they went from not even qualifying to winning the whole thing, which is an insane story. Brilliant story for them. They got the Euros behind them, and they were doing it, of course, in a beautiful kit. It's Hummel, so you've got those very nice geometric sharp corners in there, nice red and white mixture, shiny base, all the goodness. Beautiful kit. We've seen this one be remade a few times, so you know it's good. Similar to Germany, I think, you know, when you talk about Netherlands best kits, it's also an obvious one, and you feel like you don't really want to say the obvious one. But it has to be the 1988 home shirt. Do I have to say anything else? Of course it has to be that. It has a great geometric pattern mixed with a nice orange gradients. This kit instantly stands out from the crowd. It sparked loads of kits using the same pattern. And of course, in 1988, Netherlands won the Euros with a team with superstars like Rijkaard, Gullit, Van Basten. And the manager was Rinus Michels, one of the very best. Like, this is so iconic for so many reasons, so it had to be Netherlands best. Right, it's time to talk about England, and I actually spelled England with it E-N-G-E-R. Come on, England. Come on, England. I made a video very recently where I ranked all of England's home shirts, and in that video I said this, one of the best England kits ever. It's the 1999 home shirt. Of course it is. This is might be the best. I think it might actually be the best in my opinion. I love this shirt so much. Anytime I got the opportunity to wear it whilst working at Retro Football Kits, I had to take it. I was always in this kit. There's a lovely diamond pattern on the base that really is just funky and very 90s, but then the sleeves, you know, having that nice Umbro taping on the sleeves, the polo collar with the lines, oh my god, even the numbering on this, the bold red numbering, and of course 1990 was an iconic tournament as well for England, so everything comes together on this one. So yeah, I can't lie, I think this has to be England's best shirt, 1990. It's a masterpiece. It's really one of my favourites. Seeing it in person as well makes it feel more special. So yeah, I'm going to go with 1990. Time to cross the channel now over to France, and for me, France's best ever kit is the 1998 shirt for many reasons. I love the way this shirt uses the flag colours throughout, and also the bold red stripes coming across the front. And another reason why this shirt is iconic for France is because they wore it in a tournament that they hosted and won, so it's special for that reason. And not only is it a cool design, and it was worn at a winning tournament, but also it's weirdly paired with another kit. Before 1998, France hosted another tournament, the 1984 Euros, and in that tournament, France won wearing a red kit with white stripes. So it appears this design is somewhat connected to hosting and winning tournaments. So for me, there's some real cool connections going on, and I love stuff like that. So yeah, 1998, France best ever kit. Portugal up next, and we've got our first and probably only T90 template on this list. The Total 90 template took over in the early 2000s. It really did. It was a symbol of the era, to be fair, and I think Portugal's best ever kit comes from that era. The 2004 kit is just classic. It has the iconic T90 features like the exposed piping, subtle accents, dotted name sets. But this kit also features an all-over pattern made of the silhouette of Portugal's badge, which adds that personal class touch for Portugal. Up next we got Czechia, who are almost involved with one of the biggest underdog stories in international football. In the 1996 Euros campaign, Czechia made it out of the group that had Germany, Italy and Russia in it. They beat European giants like Portugal and France to make it to the final, where they eventually met Germany once again, but unfortunately could not beat them. Nonetheless, it's still one of the best stories ever, but if they won that tournament, my god, it would have been insane. So again, great memory mixed with a beautiful kit. You can probably see throughout this video that I've got a bit of a style when it kits, a bit of a type with kits. This kit has a polar collar and a nice sleeve pattern, and for me that makes it gorgeous, but also it has a great memory mixed with it as well. So yeah, they go hand in hand. Alright, next up we got Norway, and for this one I'm going for a bit more of a modern kit. I mean, the current home shirt is pretty fire, to be fair, but not quite there yet. Maybe in a few years once we've been, used to it a little longer. But for now, I'm going to stick with the 2020 away shirt. The shirt is so bold. The base of it uses an ice pattern to represent Norway's icy waters, and that design choice is just so bold. It's so out there, and it works so well on this kit, and it represents Norway's geography really well. I love stuff like that. And I'm going to stick with a modern kit for my next pick because we're at Belgium. And I'm going to go for Belgium's away shirt, the current away shirt, because I just think it's special. The shirt is light blue and features a white collar, and now this design choice is specifically supposed to reference the very famous Belgian comic Tintin. And obviously the base also has this nice Belgium checkered pattern. And using design inspiration like this is just genius to me. I absolutely love it. I want to see more of it. I like the, the kind of niche references, to the country. It's just so cool. I love it a lot. So well done, Adidas. You smashed that one. And finally, the last country on my list is Ireland. And for my best ever Ireland kit, I'm going to go with the 94 shirt. It has that chunky collar using the flag colours, which is always great. It has an FIA badge behind the sponsor, which is good, and on the base there's another like shiny FIA thing. There's a lot going on, but it really does work. And also, again, another tournament for Ireland that was a good one, so good memories, great kit, it all comes together. So that's it. That's the big long video done. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. It was good fun, to be fair, looking through all these kits, doing the research. You can't go wrong just looking at beautiful kits for half a day. So yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I am going to be making a Euro 2024 video. I'm going to make two, actually. A home and away tier lists. Cannot wait. They're going to be huge. I'm really looking forward to it. So if you're looking forward to seeing it, make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss it. But that's it from me. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Also, this week I had Italia 90 highlights on the screen. If you could tell that from the sliver, well done. Well done, yeah.